Friday 13th, little after midnight Israeli time, Israeli combat jets started taking off from their bases across Israel and headed towards Iran. The goal of the Israeli attack was to eliminate the nuclear threat from Iran. After approximately 2 hours of flight, which included in-air refueling, likely somewhere over Syria, Israeli planes approached the Iranian border. Some Israeli aircraft likely entered Iranian airspace a little, so their missiles can reach targets deeper inside Iran. Though apparently aircraft did not approach Tehran. Missiles were launched from western Iran at multiple points near the border with Iraq. At around 3:30 a.m. Iranian time, Israeli air-launched weapons started landing on their targets. Shortly thereafter, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu confirmed the attack targeted, among other sites, Iran's main uranium enrichment facility at Natanz. The goal was, of course, to prevent Iran getting enough fissile material to make nuclear weapons. At around 4 a.m. Israeli time, Israeli officials said that dozens of Israeli jets completed the first stage of the strikes. Hours later, officials said that a second wave was underway. Israeli military later confirmed that some 200 Israeli combat jets were involved in 5 waves to strike nuclear facilities and other targets across Iran. That included various radar bases and air defense sites to facilitate easier access to other targets deeper inside Iran. They targeted ballistic missile facilities, as well as various Iranian military and nuclear-related leadership as targets. Israeli news outlets claim that Israel killed the entire Iranian military leadership. Iran itself confirmed several deaths of high-profile leaders, which include Iranian Revolutionary Guard Commander-in-Chief, Chief of Staff of Iranian Armed Forces, and 2 high-ranking Iranian nuclear scientists, possibly even head of the Revolutionary Guard Intelligence Chief, Mohammad Kazemi. It appears Ali Shamkhani, head of Iran's nuclear program, was also targeted. Both claims need to be confirmed, though. Ayatollah Ali Khomeini, though, was confirmed to be alive and well. 2 commander compounds, as well as several civilian buildings, residences where various Iranian leaders lived, were hit. In total, at least 6 military facilities around Tehran were hit. Netanyahu said the attacks also targeted the heart of Iran's ballistic missile program, likely meaning various facilities to produce the fuel for missiles, facilities to make the missile parts, and missile bases, like the Tabriz base, which was apparently struck. Ballistic missiles are important not only because they can be used in an immediate retaliation against Israel, but future developmental missiles could in theory be made to hold nuclear warheads. The Israeli military said hundreds of strikes were performed in total, and that alongside the airstrikes, Israeli Mossad agency led a series of covert operations inside Iran. Those damaged Iran's missile systems and air defenses. Iranian Air Force scrambled to protect the skies sometime after the initial attack waves started. Rumors spread in Israel that some air-to-air fights occurred, with claims of some Iranian planes being lost in air combat, but for now there is no way to confirm this. Israeli news outlets cited Israeli military officials, suggesting the attacks are planned for a longer, sustained campaign. Some suggested at least a 2-week campaign. They suggested Israel is at war, and that there will be civilian casualties when Iranians respond. Israel showed some footage of the strike packages being prepped and taking off. We know all 3 main plane types Israel has were used. Though not all 200 jets were used at once, Israel still used 65% of its combat jet fleet in these strikes, spanning just several hours. While the Israeli footage does show some weapons used on the planes taking off, it's almost certain there were many other weapon types used, which weren't shown. Mostly standoff air-launched missiles, made to penetrate defenses without putting the launch aircraft at too much danger, like the ROX missile and Air Laura missile, and likely the secretive Golden Horizon missile, plausibly derived from the Blue Sparrow target missile. Footage of weapons used does suggest at least some targets were attacked with fairly short-range weapons, even simple non-winged JDAMs. Those likely targeted sites right near the border. Equipment like jammer pods and data link pods for Popeye missiles were also observed. As this is just the start of a much bigger world event, there are bound to be many more developments. The US has been moving some assets out of the region to protect them. The first Iranian Retaliation Act has already been observed. Shahed-like drones were in flight towards Israel, and it's almost assured various other missiles will be joining them. But Iran is really powerless here. Whatever it does won't really meaningfully hurt the Israeli military machine. We hope to explain why that is in one of our future videos. And if Iran does go forward with a forceful slap to both Israel and the US, as Iranian military spokesperson threatened, then who knows just what sort of adversary force Iran might face in the weeks to come.
Get everything from groceries to household essentials right from the comfort of your home with the D-Mart Ready app. Enjoy everyday discounts.